I have Kryle's instructions in hand. If you... Oh, hold on, I accidentally have auto-advance on. I just skipped that box by accident. Whoops, Estinien.
Oh dear, no.
Having been to Thavner before, I can travel by Aetheryte. But what of the rest of you? Another sea voyage would waste time that we don't have. Kryle was of the same mind, and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the Confluence. We'll take ourselves there.
I just remembered to turn your volume down.
Ah, thank you.
The Confluence.
Thou sayest. I'm afraid so, my friend.
What's wrong with him?
Thou wilt recall the hunt for Iceheart, unto whose sanctuary we delivered thee owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbreeder. Moonbreeder was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the Confluence.
Oh.
Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the last. As it hath the many times I thought to reach out to them after sending that fateful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed unto me the words I should speak, and thus have I kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. If it is too difficult, we'll manage.
It's also the home of the dancer, Fabner, isn't it?
Radzat is, yeah. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our course. I shall go to the Confluence, and I shall face that which hath long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kite. Kitty, I don't know.
Hades, we can hear every bite you're taking.
Oh, I found chips and queso and I couldn't resist.
Yeah, we figured we could hear your enjoyment.
I honestly didn't even notice until you pointed it out, and now I'm mad.
You were voice acting. Of course you didn't notice. You were distracted.
Yeah.
I sorry.
I did my warm-ups a couple hours ago, but that was a couple hours ago, so my voice probably isn't 100% in impersonation mode, so bear that in mind.
So, Confluence.
I'm still on a loading screen.
Confluence is...
A chaotic confluence needs to be created.
Actually, we don't need to go anywhere because it's right around the corner. So, Moonbreeda's parents.
Bringing that old thing back. Moonbreeda, who, having not had the wait times between patches and playing it all the way through, was around 5 minutes.
This is going to be awkward.
As I recall, this girl is vaguely Scottish.
Scottish?
Scottish. Not that sort of Scottish.
Aw.
Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again?
Not to our knowledge. We're associates of Kryle of the Students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Thavner and understand that you can assist us.
Ah, the test subjects!
Excuse
Welcome,
me?
welcome.
Test subjects?
Test subjects?
Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a massive ether hurling along the live stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it! We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement.
Truly? Well, that changes everything.
Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherites, but the aetherites themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that our first test pair of aetherites One has been installed here in Sharlayan, and the other over in Yellowmad, a port town in Thavnir.
So we're the test
As you-
subjects where if this doesn't work, we get lost in the ether like Gishtola.
We get flowed, yes.
And indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists.
So, to sum up, we're to test these aetherites. How fortuitous. For you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherites were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part.
Veritable dream come true. And far be it from me to worry about such things, but do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention?
Well, Dad, the only permission required is yours. So, assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the life stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Squirrel truly knows how to pick 'em.
Yeah, she failed to mention this part until we were here.
If I might change the subject, are Master Wilfson and Mistress Bluey are not present today.
Oh, you didn't hear? They recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details.
I see.
Any other questions? No? Then let's get going! Before you change your minds, please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetherite Plaza. I'll be along shortly.
So we don't get to meet Member friends?
Not yet.
You know, Chekhov's
Jesus.
guns, those are the 3 they've made so far.
They're doing
They were going
a...
to- the Dragon Song War Ultimate was going to be part of 6.0, but due to a lot of things, it had to be pushed to 6.1. This cutscene is voiced, by the way.
I can see that.
And...
Activating...
Well, wait till we're on first dialogue box, then enable auto advance.
Oh, sure. Oops.
We're all set.
And...
Yeah, she's Scottish.
Are we all good?
We had the first dialogue box?
I accidentally skipped ahead, but yeah.
Let's quickly go to the second one, then.
Alright. She has an Aetherite earring.
Just the 4 of you.
Yep.
Just the 4 of you, was it? That's the one?
Alright, we're all good?
Yep, let's go.
Go. She is Scottish.
Scottish Aetherite lady who's maybe
3.
slightly crazy.
I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh.
I like her
would've
voice.
learned more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
Why does her voice sound familiar?
I don't know, maybe they used a voice actor they've used before? They probably have, they
Maybe.
recycle a lot.
Uh,
Dankred's voice actor voices a lot of Imperial soldiers.
so Estinien's just gonna Aetherite travel as usual.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
This is, I feel like something is gonna happen here.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Oh, and one last thing.
One last thing.
You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good
What?
luck!
You might experience a minor case of major brain damage.
And we're going.
What?
Estinien, help!
I need an adult.
Estinien! He left us.
We left him!
Where the fuck are we?
Yellowmad!
Did we make it?
In one piece.
King of the Pirates.
It's still loading.
So is.
Loading screens.
I see a map.
I see. Oh, I think it's now.
Map.
Jesus, that's a long way.
Map.
The Middle East? Or the Near East, as it's called in this. It's basically India.
Yeah, that would have been a long boat ride.
Yeah. Longer even than the ride to Charlian was.
Mm-hmm.
It's halfway to Ugani.
Thavnir, home to city-state
Is that a
rising.
peacock?
Hi, Emmet.
Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples.
Hello, tower.
Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy.
I'm here.
Solidified as a single nation.
Maybe we should wait on the first
Adamant
dialogue box,
neutrality,
'cause I'm
holding
behind.
leaders at bay.
Oh, I'm not. Ooh.
When you get to
And
I mean,
there's the sickness.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice.
What are Andre?
Do you have?
oh there.
There he goes.
Knee fell down. Knee fell down.
Full in distress.
Don't give me that look, Estinien.
Oh, there he goes.
Don't give me that look, Estinien.
I like how Emma's commentary went from talking about like the big ass tower to us just being hungover.
We're not hungover, we're sick.
It's basically the same thing in terms of
No, it's not.
how it makes us act.
Welcome to Thavnir. The Warrior of Light has been defeated by Aetherite.
Hello, sir. I need Poisona.
Poor Oriange. Look at him.
I've seen. Okay, I'm at the dialogue box.
Wait there. I'm getting.
I'm at the dialogue box.
Oh.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of...
Oriange's in the fetal position.
Anyway,
Can you blame him?
I'm
Roll
back.
down.
Alright,
Good.
re-enable text out events, let's go.
Oh god, well, we just slumped that chairs.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Yes, Estinien.
I am the Warrior
Bring me
of Light
something
of
strong.
the seat of Adam.
Can I have something strong, Estinien?
With Kryle's instructions. Don't let Estinien roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
He's alarmingly bad with coin.
I will not be bested by a sick stomach.
And I will not let the Tara go another rampage when it finds out Sion wasted all our
You
money.
managed to release your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Estinien in time?
This has started out much more comedically.
Yeah.
Estinien? Estinien, where are you?
Oriange has nothing to say.
I found him. Must attune to Aetherite, must not go through that again. Oh, God. It's still around. Son of a bitch. Must attune to Aetherite.
I just collapsed.
Estinien.
I just-
Oh, God. There I go.
Uh,
Estinien. I'm
Aether
coming.
sickness. Oh god, it's actually a debuff.
Yeah.
It's actually a debuff. Estinien.
Kidding. You did. You abandoned us. Oh, here I go. Ah!
Estinien.
Ow.
Estinien, don't pay millions for a fucking drink. You there. I need 3 drinks. Something that helps with ether sickness. What the month? Ah, let's hear. Okay. I cannot do an Indian accent, by the by,
So-
which is the accent I'm pretty sure these people have, so I'm not even going to try. I'd rather just...
Why is there elephants here?
Because
Those are the Matanga, and this is India. Anyway, so, by the Mansuya, a traveler. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Amra Lassi, made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavna, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low, low price of 19,800 gil. For not one, not two, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains.
Stan! He's cheating you!
The price is high road
The price is
robbery.
highway robbery!
High road robbery. And you want to say as much to Estinien, but you realize any words of warning you cry it will be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinien and using gestures deny that the
You
deal
know,
is
I
fair.
almost feel like it's the dig of the market board.
Maybe a little. No, it's a bad idea.
Did I? No. Estinien, no.
I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent?
Estinien!
Wait,
Don't.
I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me.
And if you do buy it and spend all our money, Tataru will hunt you down and she will make your life a living hell till you repay it. Last time we had to do that, we had to fight like a bunch of animal things.
Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for 3 bottles of lassie. That's much more reasonable. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin.
Estinien.
Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest.
Oh dear.
I'll be back after I've explored the town.
Oh no, here we go again.
It's still happening.
It's still
Why?
Help. Thancred! We're not okay! I'm coming, guys!
I am the Warrior of Light. I am, as I'm reincarnated, the Slayer of Titan, Ifrit, Garuda, and all the bloody rest of them. I will not be defeated by this sickness.
Alright. Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to the Estinien, and to the fine fruits of this land. And Thancred.
Thancred, I got you, buddy.
You are in time? Excellent. You spared us Tataru's wrath.
My thoughts exactly.
Considering what happened to Alphen on the last time.
Last time we got her wrath, we had to fight a turtle and other animals.
Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too.
So welcome to Thavna.
Right! I'm ready to get on with it. The lassie truly worked wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair.
What?
Aye, I've bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor.
He has a ponytail.
Yeah? May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's a Thavnarian weave.
Oh no.
Tough and not easily unraveled.
Oh no.
And how much did it cost? 9,400 gil. A steal, I was told. There's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form.
Tataru is, oh, I can feel her wrath already.
That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphina could hold a candle to you.
At least it was a sword and it was useful. And not a piece of string.
So what do we say?
It's not uncommon for merchants that the price is high, but it doesn't seem excessive here. Are all Hainish merchants so unscrupulous?
Or just take a dig at Estinien.
We could take a stab at Estinien, but I think not. Or he might stab us.
Let's go for the top one.
Yeah, that seems the most
There's
reasonable.
that one.
Doesn't that seem a bit excessive? I am inclined to agree with thine assessment. It doth seem excessive, unusually so. Claiming Thavna as its dominion, the nation of Razarhan hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Akasodra, a Matonga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling culture, a rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over. A development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make a trading power of Radzatan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence of, given that the merchants at a getaway town are free to Let me try that one again. Neither of which I see any evidence, given that merchants at a getaway town are free to
Gateway
fleece
town.
hapless...
It's a gateway town.
Oh, fuck me running. Are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose by learning more. So, ere we seek out Kryle's acquaintance, shall we see what information we can gather here in Yellowmad? Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it.
I wonder what the elephant people's primal is.
Is it a rhino?
It is not a rhino.
Why would it
Is
be
it
a
an
rhino?
animal? Because they're elephants.
Also, Mika. Has Mika seen my new burb? Oh, same burb, but changed.
Oh, you dyed it blue.
I dyed it blue.
Neat.
Wait, could it be?
What? Hades,
Hold
where
on.
are you going?
I have 1 second. Pardon me. Yes! It's about goddamn time.
Oh yeah, that's right, a delivery Moogle. I should probably get my horse.
I was about to say, Tom, it finally came.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. I'm looking to Estinien. See what I'm saying. Apparently, he always used to wear a hairband when he was at the Azure Dragoon, and it lost during the Nidhogg's possession. Anyway,
Interesting.
you say you finally got mail?
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't have any glamour prisms. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course I do. I have plenty.
Are they glamour prisms or are they clear prisms?
Did I seriously run out of glamour prisms?
I mean, I can give you one. I have 54 of the bastards.
Where the hell did all my shit go?
Come here, I'll give you a prism. Come here, stay.
I have 105 glamour prisms.
I'm already doing the trade.
Hello, horse.
Anyway, I have 112.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
There you go.
Thank you. Don't know why. How could I run out?
Or you could you
I
just
don't
use them. Or maybe you stored them somewhere.
Maybe.
Horse.
So yeah, that is apparently a recreation of a scythe from Final Fantasy XI.
Ooh.
Very
like it.
nice. We should
Looks kind of rusty,
we
but I
should
like
take
it.
screenshots. Or like our horses, and then a scythe.
Yes, I must get horse. Must get horse. Where's horse?
So you have the scythe you want. Now you just need the outfit. All right, line up. Gotta get a good freaking pose.
Because it's so much smaller.
There we go. Get a bit more stuff. And there we go. Getting some good ones.
Give me a moment. Because I'm getting a picture myself here.
Mm-hmm. I got mine. Thumbnail material.
Yes. Look at us and our noble steeds that we got because we pre-ordered everything. We spent money on this game. Look at this.
It's a good game and worth the money.
Quite.
Support the
14 even
Yoshi so he can make us cry more.
I'd say Final Fantasy 14 got awards at the game awards this year.
Yeah, and the Fortnite
Best
crowd
ongoing
was...
game and best community. I believe it was either best community communication. I think.
Whatever the case was, the Fortnite crowd is pissed about it.
Oh.
Well, again, boo-hoo. Fortnite is shit.
Fortnite's community consists of streaming 5-year-olds.
That is
Just
true.
like that, we have made 1 million enemies.
Yep. And no
But that's all right.
shits were
Let
given.
Do we give a shit?
Let
Is the
them
question.
come. Now let's talk to Thancred.
Thancred.
Now that we have thoroughly offended half the internet.
They're all 12-year-olds. I'll get over it.
Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Pierre is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup at the Aetheryte. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. That damn thing made us sick. Did y'all hear the maybe Campaign 2 intro theme I shared in chat, by the way?
I've been meaning to. I haven't had a chance yet because I haven't had access to a computer the last couple of days because I've been at a reunion with my uni flatmates.
Alright, let's see here. So there's someone over here we can talk to. Let's not miss him because he's easy to miss.
Computers. Oh, computers.
What?
Confused. Well now, if it isn't a traveller. You're a sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunir. It just stood there and loomed ominously. Perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no! It had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us? Only the gods know.
Don't stop praying to gods, that's just gonna fuel it.
Fruit.
The crate is laden with fruit, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. Business don't be dry. Here.
I shall survey.
I will look with my eyeballs.
I have special eyes.
My eyeballs say...
My eyeballs say, gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby islands, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels further away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. And Junalil. Milara.
What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit. I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible. I suppose things could even be worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Karzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you? If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Karzal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Salt Wind Sails, the Harbour Guild building across the water from here.
Turns out the end of the world is bad business.
Right?
Who knew?
Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Hades mentioned a peacock earlier. My peacock.
Why does Peacock?
I'd have
Because I like this mount. This is actually real. I actually really like this mount.
I'd have some mounts to show you if I was playing a Baylor right now.
What mount does she have?
She has a I can't remember all the ones she has, but she's picked up a couple that he doesn't have, like, you know, the some of the extreme mounts like Gruder's horse.
Ah, yes. I have the Kieran, which is like the super horse you get for collecting all the others on my main character.
Nice.
Alright, here's Kalzal. Let me know when you have the dialogue.
All that.
Alright.
Emmett's theme
So
is
we're all there?
currently now playing.
Yeah, just kind of become a general bad shit happening theme. But anyways. The Dalmascans aren't coming? Well, we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it?
I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire's at war with itself and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the towers sitting on our doorstep spitting up monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk.
God, this will all be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Dalmascans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines. Once perennial Hannish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality's guaranteed.
I know all these things, Kalzal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are...
Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. My name is Matsya, and I'm here to see Kalzal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then.
I bet that's just a business venture walking out the door.
Yeah. Let's go address the elephant that left the room.
This place isn't under Imperial control. That is Damascus, isn't it? The other one.
Yeah, this place isn't under Imperial control. No.
Didn't there like a scion or something come from the Damascus? Or... Oh no, it was the Gratia, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Grahatia came from Corvus, which is north of here. It's not Damascus. There's like
this whole area is a neutral zone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's neutral. Same as Charlene. Anyways. Yes? Can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kalazal too, did you? I'm Matsya, a fisherman of Akyali, a nearby village. And before you ask, yes, this is his voice. He has voice dialogue later in the game. I sell my cat to Kalzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him.
Nice.
Ding.
Copper. I'm already 83. That's card. It's hand gear. Where is it?
Me like.
Alright, Matsya. Speak to us, buddy. I like Matsya. He's fun. Are we in dialogue?
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, waiting on Hades-san.
I think he likes new leggings.
No, yeah.
Right. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I eat primals and ether currents. An adventurer, you say? And you travel the world, helping people? Then, that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I've brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kalzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my tongue in a twist. So, please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done?
An elephant man with social anxiety.
It's great. If you're willing, please let me know, and we can begin at once. Right, so this quest is a bit tricky because we can actually fail if we fuck up.
Is it one of the ones like
You have to
Shadowbringers
pick
where you have to
one.
tick the right
You have to
dialogue
pick-
boxes?
Right, yeah, except 3 times in a row. Luckily, you can fail 2 out of the 3 times and still pass the quest. I don't know what happens if I fail all 3 times. I assume you start over.
It was like when you were like Cat Sid, whatever his name was. What was his name again?
Kaishir.
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 Yeah. Like when we were
Kates.
trying to
That's
invigorate and encourage him, like you had to have him come to his own conclusions, not give him over not insults, the opposite, compliments. That's the one.
praise. Anyways, Matsya, you'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right, please try fiddling my pitch.
No, that's a different thing. We don't do that here.
What the hell is a pish?
Assume it's a euphemism. Anyway.
Have you been drinking? Because you've been fiddling with your words today.
I just slept like shit. Anyway, right. Please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yedlimad. I will observe you and learn.
Never seen an elephant have a stroke before. It's interesting.
As long as he doesn't
Right.
sneeze on us.
Right. Well, don't pop out your mount. That'll make things worse. Just run.
Oh. I have to have him follow us. See. Follow us. We'll lead the way. Alright.
I'm not gonna make a delay joke.
No.
One second. I dropped a thing. Yes? Well, what do you
I
guys
think
think?
the second one, because the first one seems a bit too much.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah. And quick to annoy people.
How fare you of late? Greetings to you too. I suppose I'm well enough, given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone gathering whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there for now, but I couldn't stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not that was the right choice, only time will tell.
This is a trickier one.
Remember,
Honestly-
this is the only one I succeeded selling fish to on my main.
The only
what
one
do we
who
do then?
succeeded.
I don't actually remember which dialogue option I picked here.
God damn it!
I think it was the second one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just she's the second one.
Yeah, second one.
Just agree with him, I guess. Alright.
Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant Host's instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives. To the days when you could earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied that you did good work.
Oh yeah, top one, definitely. This one's easy.
Yep. Here, have a fish!
The bottom one is... What was I doing again? Oh, bye, I guess.
Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger! When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Matsya, you're up. Thank you for your custom. The catch today is Shallow's cod. Delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Again, I can't do that accent. We made a sail. Woo. I failed
No.
both of the ones following this, by the way, so I don't actually know how to succeed it.
Well,
Well,
let's see how we
you
did.
didn't really remember how to do that one either, so we'll just wing it.
We'll wing it and probably fail as well.
Well,
Luckily, we're already guaranteed to proceed.
Hear that, knee? Get your wings out. We're gonna wing it.
I would, but I need more Koopa nuts, Kapow.
Wow.
Alright, Nashreen is next. Careful not to lose Matsya.
There's a lot of Ura here.
Oh, yeah. It's primarily an Auron Matanga population.
Yeah. That would be selfish.
Oh, Gaia, do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Umra. It's a dozen. They don't need to be export quality.
Yeah, bottom one.
What do you need so many Amra for?
Why, for eating, of course. May seem like a lot, but of late I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. Not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry.
I wonder whether
I feel
she's
like
stress eating or she's either stress eating or she's pregnant. One of the two.
Maybe it's both. Who knows?
I feel like the second one, kind of like.
Yeah, the top one sounds like kind of doubting her and.
Okay, well, let's go with the bottom one then and see if it works.
Oh, thank you. Pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat.
Oh.
Mind off my trouble for a moment.
Fuck!
Oh well.
Never mind.
If nothing else, you left it with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we?
Okay.
I never
main,
seen
push. Yeah, main objective, sell fish. Second objective, teach this guy how to be social. Like, as long as we're succeeding in that, we're doing something right.
So as long as we succeed in at least one of them, we pass the quest?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna sell to this. We're gonna sell to this next guy. I'm gonna make damn well sure of it.
Okay, Hades, take the lead on this one.
Don't worry, Thanatos knows how to sell shit.
I'm guessing that's the mistake you made in that one as well.
I think, yeah.
I wonder, it sounded insulting.
What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh, God, my stomach. Is there sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly.
Again, bottom one.
Yeah, seems legit. What do you think, Hades?
Yeah, bottom one.
Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Like as not, circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. And so I'm working as hard as I can while I still can. The better to be prepared.
I kind of want to think that maybe the top one kind of
Butter him
at
up.
his ego.
Alright, I'll follow your lead on this. No? What?
No.
You already
We got him. Yeah, I already got top one. Just go for it.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, top one it is. What an industrious young man you are. Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to
Why
work.
did you have us do the top one, ladies?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
It's not that big a deal. It's like a minor thing anyway, and all the same, we're still teaching this guy how to be socially interactive.
but just doesn't make sense.
Don't worry about it. Hades, breathe. Too bad we couldn't make a sale, but we did manage to build something of a relationship. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was a truly eye-opening experience. You suck at selling things. Come, let us return to the pier. Sorry.
I mean,
Mm.
I was gonna choose the bottom one, and then he's like, "Oh no, we got it. Choose the top one." And I clicked the top one, and it failed. And he's like,
You set us up for failure. Did you just not want to rope it alone this time? Well, consider yourself not alone.
I'm over at the pier. Screw the.
"I am betrayed. I am deceived. I am
I am
bamboozled."
insulted. I am offended. I give all of my soul to our Lord and Savior Heidelin, and this is the things I get. All right, Matsuya. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to sell to one of the 3 people you approached. It was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too. But there are lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler. So even by fucking up, we were teaching this guy. Here's what you don't do. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kalzal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice. Oh, nope, that's a different guy. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it be but Matsuya? Kalzal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options. At this rate. So, you can't buy my fish anymore? I'm sorry, Matsuya, I truly am, but for now, you must peddle your own goods. But by myself, I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've poured my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. Sisters as my witness. Kalzal. Not to worry. Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage. Somehow. Well, I had best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road.
Yeah, this place is definitely on hard times.
Oh, you know, when a fucking Toloferoi tower pops up.
I'm curious why there's one here, because we never...
What the fuck?
What?
You were just sliding along the ground on all fours there, Hades. Like you were on your hands and knees and just gliding along.
I am?
I didn't
You
see
were.
that.
You're back up and animating now, but like your utterly disappointed animation kept playing even when you were moving, so you were just sliding on the ground on your hands and knees. All right. Oh, I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust? This town's fucked. I see. We also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are almost certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Toloferoi.
What primal is it?
You heard mention to it a second ago.
What do elephant people dream of? The sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters.
Wait, is it the Tower of Zot, the first dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 are the primal?
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
Anyway.
Care to explain to the guy who didn't look ahead?
No.
It's less looking
No.
ahead and more having played the original Tower of Zot in Final Fantasy IV.
That Marzia fellow you were helping. He's our Cassodra, is he not? Apparently, 'tis almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? If summoning is the perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that our Cassodra would be their primary targets, for 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We'd better go after him. Akali lies to the west, as I recall. The same direction as Kral's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village. Horsey.
What do I get? Ow. A dignified mount, to be sure.
I really like this zone. It's very pretty. My only complaint with it is it rains way too damn much. It was raining a fuck ton when I first visited this zone with my main, and it didn't stop until I was over halfway through being here, so it kind of dampened my impression of the place.
Dampen.
You do not see... Ah, fucking goddamn it. You do not see Marzia nearby, but the elevated ground up ahead may provide a wider vantage point. Right, yes, okay, sure, fine, great, perfect.
Hey, Thanatos. 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 Hey, Thanatos.
What?
Are you there
Where are
yet?
you going?
Oh, it's up there.
You're being attacked by a turtle, guys.
I can see that. Why is there elephants out
India.
here in a land full of elephant people?
Why wouldn't there be?
It
So,
reminds me of
they
that
get
time
pissed.
Goofy owned a dog.
Who?
Goofy from Disney and Pluto, the dog.
Oh.
For dogs.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that does raise some questions, doesn't it? Anyway.
But then again, we live in a world where there's humans and monkeys.
We don't see Marzia anywhere. But then, someone's screaming for help! Marzia's voice, and it came from the north.
Yeah, I mean, we humans, we live alongside monkeys, so I'm pretty sure it's the same general principle.
Let's not overthink it, shall we?
Just evolution, isn't it? Different species.
I guess. You know, it'd be interesting if you were to actually pose that question to the person who invented Goofy and Pluto and see what they thought.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
Walt
is the
Disney's kind
reason.
of dead.
Stop, you imps. Sorry to bloody Galamalt and all that. How die? Alright,
Miss my
that's
big
the
damage numbers.
Huh? Where did they go? Why are you here? I see you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came. Kidnappers. We'd heard that the Ark Cassodra were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city. We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. 'Tis our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are, but I've heard that some bear an unsettling resemblance to our divinities. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue it means. But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage.
Right, primals.
Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time, we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? 1 second. You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please, come to our village. We're good, gods-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge and fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Achiali? Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
It's an elephant.
Yes. So, 'tis the simulacra of Tavernarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them.
Bring plenty of proxies.
Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods like as not. Aye, as you said, we do well to study their religious traditions. To Achiali.
You say we will contend with their false gods. Yeah, don't you mean us?
Well, them as
Considering-
well if we're doing the trust system. Technically.
I mean, we can't do the trust system.
I mean, we can, we're just not gonna with these characters.
I mean, when I go through this with maybe Kyra and my other character, maybe.
When it's canonically, they'd be the ones going through the Tower of Zos, not our enigmatic adventurer friends.
Mm,
I'm also pretty sure in canon the adventurer friends are like the ones you see in the first trailer and who the rest of the Warriors of Darkness are based on. So.
right at the base of the tower, pretty much. Jesus.
Alright. Welcome to Achiali, my friend. The name means White Beach, and there isn't much here save that.
What did you call me?
I'm not going to touch that one. But please, make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kanga and old Hazveda. They're free at the moment, as it happens. Names. Kanga, you first, because I like your name.
Come and do the conga.
Reminds me of bongos. You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is once you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups: the Manusya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and the Murga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together, they are divinities. Their forms and personalities many and varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings, we strive to be better people and live better lives.
So what are the names of these two that you recognize from Final Fantasy IV?
3.
There's 3?
There's 3.
Alright, this guy's old. Interested in learning about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears, then, and listen. In ancient time, times, the Manusia and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Manusia, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Manusia coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they ushered in an age of harmony between the two factions. From then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Manusia have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. Doing. Doing.
What? What?
Doing.
What?
Doing.
Don't.
There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust? A thing or two. While you were off talking to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we should like to see it. On my main character, he showed us this in the rain, and it was a downpour. It was just being destroyed as we were looking at it.
Here they are.
The fuck?
There they are. Manusia. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters.
And a boss fight in
Is it-
Final Fantasy IV. I think, if I recall, you fought each of them individually, then together.
No, they were just all together.
Just remembering
Yeah.
that.
The center one is the eldest, Sindoruva, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest, Cindy. To her right is the middle sister, Sandaruva. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. That's Sandy. And on the left is Mindoruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers.
Mindy.
Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune.
They're very
That's the
gestury.
promise.
In like fashion to the Manusia, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a Gaia's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Akasodra. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special place in our history. You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler at Vradzarhan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times.
Would that be Vitra by chance?
Yeah. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally. You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve us well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success.
Please don't turn us into a primal.
Right. I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance, an alchemist by the name of Nidana. According to Kryle's notes, we're to find her at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast.
Remember that time we fought a primal amalgamation version of Thancred?
It was an amalgamation of, like, Thancred, Ranjit, and, like, Innocence. Matsya, once more you may speak to us.
So Vitra's here?
When he served Midgard, he could probably shed insight on one of his children.
Anyways. Did you say you are going to see Nadana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful?
No one has a crush.
Oh, I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them.
Somebody is a fanboy.
I'm sorry, Thanatos, but certain obligations compel me.
Pick an Uber, any Uber.
He holds slight bias towards her kitty.
Right. So, this is where we meet Vitra?
If nothing else, this is where Reacher was seen in the cinematic trailer.
Nice to meet you.
So then that's 6 of the first brood. We're still missing one, right?
Yeah, we're still missing Osdaja.
But I'm guessing...
I wonder if Vitra has an opinion on the fact that we killed Nidhogg.
I mean,
times.
considering we freed Tiamat and helped Tracefelger, I'm sure...
Yeah, we have at least two of the siblings to vouch for us. we also technically killed Bahamut, but that was a primal.
We put down the mockery of Bahamut's memory.
That is true. What's Vitra like, anyway?
I guess you'll find out.
So yeah, we befriended 2 great worms and killed 2 of them. We also befriended their dad. So.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't look good.
Please tell me that's not the person we came here to meet. Oh dear.
This is a voiced cutscene, so wait at the dialogue.
Yep. Oh dear. What the heck happened here?
Well, the elephant's alive.
Alright, we have the dialogue?
Not yet. Now I am.
Alright,
enabling
auto advance. And moving on to next.
Advance.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as
Hello,
you can
kid.
see.
You telling me they just passed out? Normal.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women. If you will allow.
Why is he staring at a Estinien like that?
Because he's a dragoon.
And the satrap is friends of...
People of the great
Dragon.
work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
Up and at him!
Are you serious?
I had
What's with this in scales?
a feeling it was going to be something less insidious than it first appeared.
Gather round. I have them right here.
Dragon
What kind of scales are
huh?
those? Those can't be dragon scales, can they?
I assume so. From Vitra.
Now I can
What, Vitra just allows them to rip scales off his hide?
Many thanks.
Or are these just the ones he sheds?
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are
I
you?
like her.
Of course. You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light.
Yeah.
Or darkness, depending on who you ask.
This is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
Yeah, we're only the world,
The
the
winds
Warrior
have
of Darkness in the
shifted.
first.
I feel it. The end to our toil.
We're also
is
the
near.
characters still with light and darkness anyway.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
I feel like these people are mildly eccentric.
Tell me,
Mildly.
how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
Don't worry, kid, he rides dragons nowadays, doesn't
That
kill
is
them.
well. You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
What? The...
Is this that congealed
What?
blood I see on your weapon?
Nidhogg's blood, yes.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused.
Dude.
Why is this giving me Hildebrand vibes?
Now,
Poor Estinien.
Jump, Estinien, jump!
come along. I must insist.
You're a dragoon, get out of there.
Fuck.
Cease your shop.
Estinien!
He's just being taken away.
We must save him.
Like,
No, he's
Orion-
fine. He's
you
good.
see Orianji paying his respects there.
Welcome back. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
We never saw
No
him
harm
again.
will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent a request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain
neat
the
that I can do
crux
that.
of the situation.
Well, it's confirmed Vitra's here if those are his scales, which, considering the color we saw, I would guarantee yes.
We're gonna see more Tiamat at any point.
Hey, Tone, you mentioned about downpour?
Yep, there it is. The infamous Thavnarian Rains. I'm assuming they're infamous. They're gonna be here a while, I bet. Anyways, he's right. Also, fun fact, we missed an ether current back by the first town.
What?
It's not a priority.
And you mentioned this. You did not mention this before because
I was busy laughing. I was busy laughing. No.
You know, if it wasn't raining, I'd throw you in the water right now.
Me is conflicted. Mika is her babe, but she denied her a sweet, sweet ether current.
You were denied lunch. I like Varshan. He's cool. Alright, let me set up right so I can voice better.
Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you could assist with ours.
Though Kryl herself is tied up with another investigation, the Warrior of Light is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions.
Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way.
Which is how he's telling us how we're going to get our allies in the trust system. I take it.
In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower even should they lack innate protection.
Could such a thing be possible?
Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing. but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance.
It's hard to temper dragons because they have full souls.
Yeah. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make a steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in.
What do we say?
Okay, the bottom one is just another jab at Estinien, and I love it.
Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Do we want to go with that one?
Do it.
No.
Okay.
Do it. Wanna do
Alright.
it?
Yep, I clicked it. Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose.
Perhaps so. And knowing my colleagues, they won't be satisfied with blood alone. But as for your task, we ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course.
In that case, Orionje and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands.
We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations.